Hey, everybody out there. How are you? I thought I'd just do a quick pop up live and wanted to just jump in and have a chit chat because I'm not going to be on later this afternoon like I normally am with Jamie's Country Living. Something's come up, so there's not a live, and I just wanted to jump in and just talk about a couple of things. I'm not sure if my friend Gail's going to come up. I'm not sure yet, but I just want to get up. It's Happy Monday. It's Independence Week. We'll be celebrating our freedoms this week. Let me know if you have any plans and what you may be doing. Yeah. So, but there's a couple of reasons why Gail. I'm trying to get Gail up here, but she says she looks a mess. I'm telling her to fix herself up real quick. So in it, type to Fox. I'm going to see if I can get her up with me. Anyhow, one of the things I wanted just to kind of talk about, we are going to be doing some fun things on our Make and Mingle. We're going to be joining Mona Did What, her Christmas in July collaboration, and we're going to be making Christmas ornaments on Wednesday. Hopefully I can get mine done. I do craft and I do enjoy it, but sometimes I just would rather be outside and not worrying about anything. So yeah, I think my friend Gail's gonna come up. So let me see if I can grab the link here. I don't want to do that. Let me see. I'm not sure. I don't know how to do that. Can you believe that? I don't know how to send her the link. Let me see. Nope. I'm going to figure this out because I want her to be able to come and join me. I'm making a couple of changes here. And we are good. There we go. Okay. Let me see. I will be right back, friends. I will be right back. All right, friends. Hey, Heather. Oh, hey, Blue. Welcome in. I was just trying to figure out how to send the link over to Gail really quick. I think she's going to try and come up. I'm just not sure if I did it right. So, invite. Okay, so let me redo this. Okay. I can't believe I just did that. So I sent her the wrong link. I'm going to send it back to her and let her know. All right, Gail, if you're up there. Hey, Anne, welcome in. I thought I would just do a pop-up live really quick to kind of announce some things. And I want to see, wanted to know if Gail wanted to come up. There. Anyhow, so there's a lot of things going on. You're so funny, Blue. Heather, she says, Heather, tackle hug. So I was watching some of the videos today I hadn't got to for Jamming Up June, meeting some new friends. and just seeing what everybody was making jam wise. And I loved Renee's over at Pike Creek Farm. I love the one that she did, the apple red hot one. That looked really good. I wrote down the recipe on that one. So maybe I will make that in the future. So we went literally, you guys, from like 70% humidity to feeling like it was 100 out to cloudy, windy, cool, overcast day. You wouldn't know that we were July. It is so cool today. I have all the windows open. There's no air conditioner on. I'm so happy about that. So yeah, anyhow. Hey, Gail, Southern Living, welcome in. Let's see, who else did I miss? So one of the things I wanted to talk about why I was up here, I'm really excited just about where my channel is going, what I'm going to be doing. And I owe that to so many people who just take the time to like watch my videos, include me in collaborations, and just have encouraged me and have supported me. So I'm at about 840 subs right now, and I am going towards my 1,000K subs. So just give me 1 second, please. Sorry, my student's sitting over there, and she's cracking up. So I had to figure out what in the world is she doing. So we're going to lunch today together. So that is the one thing that her and I will go do. We're going to go splurge at a Mexican restaurant today and just kind of catch up on life together, even though we're with each other every day, but just be able to have like the conversation without, schoolwork involved. So that's what we're going to do. Anyhow, yeah. So I'm heading towards my 1,000K subs, and I'm really excited about that. And I just wanted to announce, I don't know, maybe you guys can all help me get there. You've helped me so much, but maybe you can share out my channel a little bit more and help me reach my 1K, because when I do, we are going to have a party and I am going to do giveaways. I'm going to get some things. I'm going to give away some Amish made goods from my friends in Lancaster. I thought I will then give other things away, maybe things that I have made. If somebody wants to donate something, of course, I'm going to allow that as well. I will be appreciative if anybody wants to donate, but I am heading towards that 1K and I'm just really blown away by all of it. And just very thankful for each of you that have been here and that have just helped me, and to a lot of those recent people over the past couple of months that I have met and kind of have found like my circle, like my community that just accepts me and supports me in all that I do. I really appreciate them. They're a blessing in my life. And so I'm very, very thankful for that. Yeah. And I'm telling you, it is 72 out right now. The high today, they say it's going to get to be 80, and that doesn't come until like 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon. So it's just really the weather. I don't know. And then I was out because it had been so hot. I was out watering my garden. Was it yesterday? I forget what day it was. No, it was Saturday. And I pulled the hose and it went onto my pepper plant. And when I put my pepper plant up and to maneuver it, I broke it. And it had so many blooms. It had its first bell pepper on there. And I could have kicked myself. I tried to replant it, but I don't think there's no way that it's going to live again, because just where it is, it's just not going to happen. So I was really sad. But when I went out there this morning, I found my other bell pepper plants that are really taking off and they have a lot of blooms on them. So I'm okay with that. So here's the funny thing. If you don't know, it was so funny. I planted what I thought was a cucumber plant. This thing has been going and vining, and I was like, cool, I'll be getting cucumbers. Recently, I noticed there's no flower, like the flowers aren't opening up. I'm like, what is going on with it? So I went ahead and planted some more cucumber plants because I want cucumbers, and it's still early enough in the season where I can get cucumbers. Hold on, guys. Gail's here. She probably is like out of breath right now, running around getting all fixed up.
Hey,
I was just telling the story. So
I had not like combed my hair yet
You're fine.
because I woke up and I had to do a little couple of projects like
Yeah.
first thing this morning. So I had not gotten myself to get, and I started off slow because my neck was hurting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So yeah, here I am.
So I'm telling the story. So I was out this morning. All my new cucumber plants that I planted have all germinated. And I decided, since I had my phone on me, I use this app called Picture This. I use the free version that you can take a picture. It's right there.
Huh? Yeah.
So I took a picture of the plant because I'm thinking it's a cucumber plant, trying to figure out why I'm not getting any flowers to open up. Guys, it's not a cucumber plant. It's a loofah plant.
What?
It's a loofah, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So I'm going to have to go get my bamboo stakes in and make a tripod so I can get this to keep growing up, because it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I didn't think I had any loofah. I thought they all died personally, but I was wrong. So I have a loofah growing. So I'm hoping it'll give me the actual loofahs, because I want to be able to harvest those and use them as gifts this year, and do soap and like pour soap in one of the loofahs, or just give a loofah with some handmade soap as a gift, or maybe sell. What do you guys think? I mean, I can do the soap. That's
How
not
many loofah? Do you have loofah on it?
I don't know. They're not
Oh.
yet. It just keeps going and going. I'll show
I
you
have
what it
one,
looks like.
but it's about 6 or 7. I only have one about 6 or 7 inches.
Thank you, Jessica. I
I don't think
appreciate
it's
it.
going to get any bigger.
Yeah. I don't know if you had heard, but I'm going to pull the picture up of my, I don't know if I still have it, because I paid for the free version. So I truly don't want to. No, I guess it's gone. I'll take another picture of it and I'll share it out and show you what it looks like. But it's so pretty. So I was telling them that I am going towards my 1K sub, and that aside from everybody already helping me reach my goal, and just being encouraging and supportive of my channel, if they could share me out a little bit more to help me get to my 1K, because I'm going to have a big party and giveaway when I hit that. So I'm at 840 right now. So I need a little over 100 more, which isn't too bad.
You busy? Are you busy tomorrow at 5 o'clock?
Am I?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Tuesday? I don't think so.
Well, I don't really have anything for tomorrow, so maybe I could have you up tomorrow and see if I can do a new friends for Tina's.
Oh, that's kind of Gail.
If you want.
That's kind. Let me check my schedule for tomorrow, to be honest with you. A loofah is one of those round, fluffy things that you find in the store that you use in the shower to wash your body. It comes from an actual plant, and you can use it as a sponge. You can use it as a scrubber.
Hi, Jessica, Kristen. And
so, yeah, that's what it is. And I didn't know. I was hoping my picture would be on here, but apparently I was wrong.
I think I'm only going to get that one, and I don't think it's going to get any bigger. So, loofah is not my success plant. Maybe I'll get better at it.
This thing literally has grown inches. Like, from yesterday to today, it must have grown at least 6 inches.
Wow. Are you watering a lot or not very much?
Well, so that's a good question. Yeah, they do. Um, I've pulled back on some of my plants for watering because I think some of them are getting a little too much water. And
Yeah.
those are my green bean plants. I did not water yesterday because there was a chance of rain. So I hadn't watered since Saturday because it was like 90 some degrees. So since we were getting rain, I thought it was best just to back off the watering. And I looked this morning and everything's still nice and moist like the dirt. So I'm not gonna water either because it's cool out. So everything should be fine.
Yeah, I watered. I watered last night. I don't really have a lot left in the garden. I'm gonna really be on the struggle bus to get a garden tour good for July for my garden tour club.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm just gonna like do a little short one as long as I get one for each month, Even if August all I do is a slideshow of pictures, I want to try to get one for every month, even though my garden is struggling because of all the predators. But if you think about it, I really did get a lot of a harvest. I'm just, with Texas, kind of really more of an early gardener.
Yeah. You got a lot of videos this last week for the garden tour club.
Yeah.
There's a lot put out.
Yeah, I that's the thing I had to do this morning. I had to do the drawing for Garden Tour Club for June. And of course I was a day late. I was supposed to do it yesterday. But yesterday was Sunday, and I try not to overly force myself to do stuff on Sundays unless I want to. Anyway, I had several different things I needed to do. So
yeah, I really disconnected. I'll be honest with you. I disconnected. And if you're connected with me and at all, you'll know, like on my phone, I disconnected. I didn't respond to much of anything yesterday or over the weekend. Here, I'm going to pull that up.
sure.
Yeah.
Do you have something you want to promote, Jessica? We can help you out.
Yeah. Let us know what it is, Jessica. We'll be more than happy to help you.
We're good about promoting collabs and, giveaway videos and stuff like that. So I try to put 2 tiny little rubber bands on each one because sometimes they break.
Yep.
So I have my little rubber bands in a medicine bottle. That's where I keep it. So, yeah.
Is it a video? Yeah. She linked a video, guys. Let me pull that up. There you go.
Is it today's video, Jessica? Just because I probably won't be able to get back to this exact thing. So if I know it's today's, I can.
Yeah, Jamie put out a video for my Grow It, Cook It collab, and I added that today to the playlist. So
you guys got to get back to my cooking now that my gardening is kind of.
Yeah. So if you're out there gardening and you're cooking and you want to make a video, I'll put it in a collaboration in my playlist here.
There's still 2 more months for Garden Tour Club, July and August. Okay. So there's already 1 video in the July playlist. Somebody put out a video this morning. So be checking in on that because we do drawings once a month. So we're going to still be 2 drawings, one for July, one for August. And then right after that, we're going to go straight into Fall Fest.
Well, I look forward to Fall Fest since I've never done it before.
Yeah, that should help you clinch your 1K.
Yeah, I'm excited in my channel.
And you've never done it, so you have a really big potential of growing because you've never done it before. So all those people who are the giveaway people will go and connect with you. On top of that, all the collaborators, if they're not connected with you. And I try to do it over multiple genres. That way, homesteaders and gardeners and sewing people and crochet people and travel people and hunting and fishing people. And I try to just engage different communities.
I do too. I was actually on Mona Did What. She had a live, and then I stayed over there, and I was actually gifted a membership to her channel by another viewer, which was really nice.
She's a member of my channel on Gail's Southern Living. She's a paid member of my channel.
That's awesome.
Has been for a couple months.
Right now I cut back on that just because it just was one of those things.
I think I have about 5 or 6.
That's okay.
None of them are over. Most of them are 99 cents.
Yeah.
But there might be 1 or 2 that's $1.99.
That's awesome.
I'm poor. That's all I can afford. But I do my best. I didn't used to do any, but I do.
Right now, I mean, I was doing them and then I had to pull back just because I'm just really like trying to pay off other things.
And I actually made a pact because we got monetized pretty close to the same time. We made a pact we weren't going to do each other's. So we don't have it, simply Jan and I. But what we do is
Sassy Pants. Is that who you're talking about?
It's
now Sassy Jan Simply Homestead.
Sassy, simply Sassy Homestead.
Yes.
Simply Sassy Homestead. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, but what we do is every once in a while, it'll be her birthday or her YouTube anniversary, and she or I will like just give each other a little super chat. So we do that once in a while. That's our little understanding that we do. So.
I know. And you know, what's so funny is because Jan and I have very similar, you wouldn't know it, but we have very similar personalities, but I don't know her very well. And the more that I get to know her, then I know that I can say certain things and she's not going to get offended and she won't take it personally and she'll laugh over it.
Me, I'm very nervous about who's going to understand my jokes and find them funny.
Right.
So then I hold back and I seem like I'm not like funny, but I am funny. If you ask Jan and Heather and probably even Tina, they'll tell you I can be really funny sometimes if I'm in there.
And Heather's the same way. Like it's taken me a while to kind of get to know her personality.
Yeah.
So I know there's things I can say too that she'll laugh over, and we'll just give each other we'll give each other a look. Like I know that her and I understand each other. It's kind of funny. And with you, I just hey Gail, how's it going? You're simple, you're easy.
Yeah.
You crack me up.
I do. Everybody's always trying to find their new thing or their thing that's going to make their channel big, right? So that's kind of why I decided to start this.
Bye, Jessica. Thanks for coming in.
Collab is that I always have ideas and I don't know which ones are going to take off and which ones are going to flop.
Right.
Like the first year I did Fall Fest, I had no idea it was going to do well. I did not expect 72 channels to join.
I think it's awesome. I participate.
It's a lot of work, and I don't.
Open collab.
It's an open collaboration. You can join if you have 5 subscribers or 15,000 subscribers. It doesn't matter how big your channel is, and it helps every size of channel that joins.
Well, I'll tell you.
One simple entry video with about 7 rules, and then you tell them a secret word or phrase to put in there, or I have them ask a question. That way, nothing's the same. You know what I mean? Everybody's video is a little bit different, so that way nobody duplicates comments. Hello, Shannon.
I just have to tell you so because Independence Day, 4th of July is Thursday, Gail and I won't be doing our live like we normally do, but we're going to do Make and Mingle on Wednesday. So, but you all that were there, and even some that aren't here right now, blew us out of the water last Thursday for our live. The amount of people that showed up was one of our biggest lives we've yet have had. And
I just got the bump from that this morning.
Me too. I did too.
Today, and I was like,
I know, me too. All I can tell you, it was just a true blessing. And just thank you guys. I messaged Gail. I don't know.
It was multiple shares and a love raid, I think is what happened.
Yeah. I don't know, but we thank you.
It was like 5 things that happened.
I don't know. Whatever it was, we are very, very thankful, and you blessed each of us last Thursday, and we just like thank you so much.
Yeah, that was awesome. All of a sudden,
Oh
we just
wow,
got
yeah,
a bunch of people in our live all at once, and both of us got our bump from that this morning.
a big bump this morning
And
because
because of
everybody
that,
was communicating and sharing and liking and thumbs up.
and
And
that's what it can do. If
yeah,
all the people do it, it will snowball and it will
yeah.
help somebody.
I
So
don't, I don't know. I don't think she does. Heather, there's a question for you if you're
I
still
don't
there.
know. I'm not sure on that. So I am 64 hours away
You'll get there.
as of today.
I'm running multiple people. I've swapped playlists with somebody
Yeah, I
else.
know. I need to go get my TV started in the bedroom for that. Because I
Um,
usually, sometimes I have, I mean, technically I could have two TVs, my husband's laptop, my laptop. I could have 4 devices and still be able to use my phone for whatever videos I want to watch right now.
what's
So,
for dinner? So Blue's in England, if you guys, London, if you guys didn't know that. So she's got dinner already in the oven or supper
oh, what's for
because
dinner?
it's 7 hours
I'm
ahead.
that because I need to
It's
take something out for dinner.
so, and I'm not going to announce it today, but I am starting a new series on my channel of my own personal cooking series I've come up with, and I have not yet announced that yet. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I went out and got the ingredients that I was missing over the weekend. So I'm just excited about it. Is all I'm saying. I'm excited. Hey,
Thank you, Jan.
hey, J.K. Ball, mute official music. Welcome in. You're new to us.
That's a new channel.
Yep. I'll
We
write
met-
you down. I'm gonna write your name down on my list. I've been doing a lot of that today, Gail. I got a lot of new channels to go through.
It's a good idea.
And I was on Mona's live today and got a lot of new channels. So I was really
Oh
happy.
yeah, I did that. I did that a couple of different days.
Yeah,
last
you're
week and
welcome.
before.
We're here to support each other and
A lot of
just
nice
encourage
people.
one another. So yeah, we welcome you in.
Thank you, Jessica, Shannon, and Kristen
Yeah.
for supporting me over here on Broken Hearts Ministry. Let's see.
I have to go out and stake my tomatoes more. They're starting to lean over, and I'm not sure why I didn't get my cattle panel up like I wanted to this year.
Hi, Deb.
Hey, Deb. Good to see you. I think she was just over on Mona Did What, maybe? I'm not sure.
Yes, she was. I was in there. Hello, Tuber Chat. Welcome in, Kevin.
Hey, Tuber Chat. I just am doing a pop up really quick and invited Gail up. And so she is up here having fun. We are just chatting along. And I was telling everybody in the chat that I'm heading towards my 1K sub, and I'm really excited. And I'm gonna have a big party celebration with giveaways and everything.
You and Heather are kind of both right there in the 840 range.
Is she up there down in the 8s?
Oh, well, she might not be in the 8. Is she in the 8 yet?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
But anyway, I can.
But we're very close together, I think.
Yeah, you're within maybe 40, 45, I think.
Yeah, something like that. And that's good.
Of each other.
Awesome. Algebra.
Ugh. That's what I have to say about algebra. Me and math do not get along. I can do basic math, adding, subtracting, dividing, fractions. But when you start mixing numbers and letters together, I am just lost. In my opinion, numbers and letters should stay on their own side of the fence. I'm just saying. I was always better with English, writing, spelling, grammar.
All right. Sorry about
I was talking about how much I dislike math.
that. Oh, I love it.
I'm better at English. I started to say I'm more better at English. I
Well, everybody
am
has
better at English. Spelling, grammar,
right.
writing.
I have found that you're usually either good at one or the other when it comes to math or English. So it's been a while, and there have been some things where I've kind of been stuck on things, but um, I actually used to teach teach it. It was called FATA. It was functions data analysis and stuff. That's what I used to help teach.
I've
Oh,
heard
awesome, Heather.
I've heard of people doing that thing
Hey, P&J.
where you have a live and you're just there to promote that one channel. So we could do that tomorrow night if you want.
Yeah, I think I should be open.
I might
That would be 6 o'clock my time. Hey, Mona.
Yeah, 6 o'clock your time would be 5 o'clock my time. Yeah.
Mona, I was asking, you probably didn't see it because I was just asking you about the different, like the angles that you use on your YouTube channel. Is it one camera? Is it two? Is it a phone and a camera? I was just curious to know what you used. I really liked the overhead, the way it came down on your hands. And I'm looking into getting something like that, especially for my cooking, because I do a lot of cooking and I want people to be able to, have a better view. So,
I have a cabinet right over the stove. So technically, and I don't use that one very much. So hubby could totally like set a camera up right there. That would be really cool. Because
yeah.
I'm about to go into my garden is getting really riddled with bugs. And so I'm about to go into cooking season, cooking and crafts and other things like that. I'm just getting attacked by bugs, and I'm going to continue to water and maintain what I have. I'm not planting anything new. I'm not doing a fall garden. I'm just getting a little stress. When the garden becomes stressful, it's no longer doing what it's intended. It's meant to be the happy place. And when it becomes a place of stress, it's no longer the happy place.
Mm-hmm.
So because of the bugs, it's kind of stressing me out. So I'm just going to maintain what I have and start amending the soil and getting ready for next year little by little.
Awesome.
So
Do
I'll
you,
hopefully have it all done.
Mona, if you like one that you have already, would you mind just sharing the name of it and I'll go up and search for it? But I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and if she does send you that, will you send it to me too?
I will, and I'll do my own
Have
research on it
hubby,
as well.
maybe I could have hubby get me that as a gift. Hello, DJ. How are
Hey,
you?
DJ.
Yeah. So, and that's in the questions that I'm going to ask on the secret of my success. I'm going to ask about the equipment that these channels are using.
Mm-hmm. That's a
Actually,
good question.
I was going to approach Mona Did What as well to be on
You
the
should.
because her channel is a good sized channel. So,
Mhm.
and I want
Yeah.
to have different genres,
Yeah. Gail's starting a new segment called The Secret of My Success and is using channels that are like 5,000 or more. And so she wants to interview those people.
about kind of how they got where they are and get some
Okay. Thank you.
tricks and tips from the big channels.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
I need to I'm going to take a little picture of that channel name there so I can remember it.
Yep. I wrote it down. I'll share it with you too.
Okay. Oop, there it is. Okay. I want to be sure to go by and check them out.
Yeah. Always just, just
Oh.
today, like I said, I went through and was watching some of the Jamming Up June channels. There were some really good jams in there, or jellies, or however. I'm not done. I want to go and watch a few more.
We could do a pre-recorded one. Mona Did What. I've never done it that way, but we could try to do a pre-recorded live to where it's just the two of us and then later we put it out on this, if that would make it easier for you.
You know what, Mona, I'll be honest with you. It's not, it's, when you're up here like this and just asking, it's a lot of fun, to be honest with you. And
Yeah.
maybe if, and if I'm speaking out of turn, tell me, maybe you can supply her with the questions first so she can have a formulated answer.
Actually,
And then that will help too, so she doesn't freeze.
I was actually going to make a copy in case someone requested that, or what do you call it?
Hey, vintage style by Joe.
When they ask, I was going to have a copy available to provide to them when I ask, and we're going to use the same one, and we're going to add questions. Of course, we'll ask little extra questions that are specific to that channel.
Right.
But I think it'll be a great the video is going to come out tomorrow, Jan. I got the video done this morning. I'm just like a day late, but I got the video out this morning. So, but I could send you your winner's name.
Yeah. So P&J, thank you. I did receive your email. Congratulations. I can't believe Jan won for me. Unbelievable, huh? So I got that. I have my 2 boxes and I have 1 envelope. I'm short a couple of envelopes, which I'm sure I can go find at the Dollar Tree really cheap to.
Are you going to address it to Sassy Jan?
Yes, I will. Sassy Jan Homes, Simply Sassy Jan Homestead. And she'll know who it's from.
Yeah, she will. I won.
Yeah, I know. That was so funny.
Yeah, she won a lot of stuff because she knows me well, and she knows the answers to all that, which means.
Yeah. Oh, my pleasure, P&J. And I just want you to know, I can't take credit for those items that I gave away. My Amish friends actually made them. And I used to sell those things in my shop, and I take them to craft shops and craft shows and stuff. So I technically didn't make those. I just want to make that clear. Do I know how to make them? Yes, but I did not. So.
Welcome in Vintage Style by Joe.
And that's okay. So you can have an authentic Amish made bull cozy, the toppers made right in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania.
Hello, Kathleen. I don't know. Let's see. I was going to see if that channel shows. Kathleen Cecere?
Where are you at? I don't see a Kathleen up here.
I think it's further up, like under Jessica Dumpster Girls. Yeah, I think it's way farther up. That's what it is. So,
Kathleen Sasser?
Yeah, Sasser. That's it.
She said she's difficulty with bugs this year.
Yeah, difficulty with bugs.
Right now, I'm really thankful that I haven't encountered the issues with the bugs. I did another planting last week. I was out there and did more potatoes. I finally got my other potatoes in the ground. Those will go now. Oh, Kathleen, I'm in Virginia. I'm not far from the West Virginia border, but closer to Charlestown, West Virginia. How's that sound? Anyhow, I'm really thankful. Like my kale is still going really strong. My tomatoes, my bell peppers are coming in really nice. I am going to go out and do I'm going to see if I can get some more lettuce, like the heads of lettuce, romaine and that to grow. So.
You know what I could do for my August garden tour club video? Instead of doing a garden tour, what I could do is I could show myself amending one of my soil beds.
You should do that.
And just put that as my August video.
Yeah.
Amending a bed. So save up all the stuff that I do it with and then just list it and show it. That would be a good idea because I want to have at least one in July and at least one in August. So I'm participating in my own collab, even though my garden is kind of fizzled.
No, but I think it's important that you do that. I did one of my very first videos I ever did was about making my own soil and amending my own soil. I think it's important to show people your technique and how you do it. Mm-hmm. It does save you money if you make your own soil.
Yeah.
And I purchased soil this year from a nursery who I've always purchased from, and I'm not in it. Let me just go back up to the business sold, and I don't know if they're still using the same vendor to haul in their soil or not, but I just know like my watermelon and cantaloupe, they're not going anywhere. They're still staying that small. That small. Like they germinated and they haven't grown anymore. If anybody can help me out with is what's going on, please do, because I honestly don't know. I've I've read that maybe the soil's too hot, okay, or it I don't know. I even fed it last week fish emulsion to see if it helps, and I am not getting any results. So
Mm. I usually do well with my cantaloupe, but not this year.
nope. And I'm
Last
gonna,
year, my wild garden was beautiful, excellent. This year, it's just overtaken by bugs. I just stopped watering it.
well,
I'm
I
gonna have
think
Hubby till it all the way down to the bottom, and then I'm gonna treat it, and then I'm gonna start amending it, basically.
you know what, Blue? I mean, I've grown them before, and I don't remember ever having this. I literally do not remember having this problem with them at all. That's why I'm really shocked because they've been out there for a while. So I don't know. Yeah, well, the fish emulsion has the nitrogen in it too. Somebody says when I Googled it, I will use nitrogen again.
What kind of things do you amend your soil with
Me?
at the end of the year?
So I usually put in some fertilizer, granulated fertilizer, and then I have used the New England. What is it called? It's a New England. Let me see if I can show you. It's a New England, and the stuff that I put. I'll show you. I'm trying to find a picture of it. Sorry.
Hi, Adrian.
I can't think of the name of it. I think it's either a compost or it has like let me see if I can, yeah, here it is, guys. I'm sorry. I found it. So sorry. No, that's not it. Why can't I? Oh, here it is. Is this it? Guys, I'm really sorry. This is really bad of me. Yeah, it's called Coast of Maine. I will get, and it is a little expensive, but I will go and buy a couple of those bags, but I split it, between my raised beds and stuff.
Yeah.
And I will mix it, and then I will throw bunches of granulated fertilizer. That's a slow release in there, and mix until all that together. And then, did I cover it last year?
I'm going to
I
try
did.
to.
I think I did cover. I think I did cover the majority of my stuff. That's not. Yeah. That's not like the one. It's the brand name that I used.
Mhm.
Adrian. It's just the brand name. It's Coast of Maine, but it wasn't that one. So
So I will be putting out a video on what I add to my soil if anyone's interested. That will be either my July garden tour video or my August garden tour video.
right.
My garden is kind of getting bugged out there. So one of the two. So I'll have that. I'm going to do that in place of my garden tour. And,
Yeah. That would
I'm
be good for
gonna
blueberries, right, Adrian?
I'm going to make up a better gardening plan next year to kind of try to combat those bugs.
Yeah. Well, I only have like a couple minutes left because I'll have to leave here. We've done it. It's been on here about 44 minutes.
Okay.
So I was going to try and do an hour, but got tied up. So yeah, I have lunch with my student today. So
Yeah, that'll be awesome. That's awesome. I heard you say that. I was in there making myself presentable, and I was like, I heard you saying you were going to go out with your
Yeah.
students. Oh, that's sweet. Hello, Fairbanks Studio.
Well, I'm thinking my blueberry plants need a little extra acid. I'm not sure. I'm going to order. I was watching the channel Living Traditions Homestead. I really like the both of them, and he was showing a soil tester that he got off of Amazon. It was like $30 because they were having some problems with their plants in their raised beds too, and they were able to fix the problem because they got this. So I'm gonna see if I can get something like that to just kind of test the soil that I bought that I've always used. But if it's changed because it's new owners, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Like, I just don't, I
I
just
wanted to
don't
use that
know.
this year, but I didn't. Jan says she uses alfalfa pellets, and I want to try that.
Yes, yes. So, yeah, Rusted Gardener, Gary over the Rusted Gardener, he throws in the alfalfa pellets as well. I have not done that yet. And I do worm castings as well. So, and those are some of the things where it's just like, I remember I was saying, like, everybody was telling me this, that, and I was like, I'm going back to the way I used to do things. So I really kind of blur out everything that I was hearing and go, okay, I'm going to go back and do the way I did. Because when I was making my own soil with peat moss and the worm castings and just, bags of dirt for $2.50 and doing a 50-50 and the granulated fertilizer, my plants were doing fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyhow, enough of that. I'm thankful for everything that's growing out there. But I do think that there's some issues with some of the seeds this year that I have purchased that maybe I've been given. And that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but what am I going to do about it, right?
Just like Adrian said, if it doesn't come up in the amount of time Gail thinks it should, she'll just throw another seed in there, and I will. I'm impatient. I'm like, okay, you got 6 weeks. If you're not there, if you don't pop your little head up in 6 weeks, another one. And then I wait a little bit longer, another one.
Yeah. No, I know like peat moss isn't a sustainable type of thing, but it's good when you
start to, you could always pick a different seed pack. If you have 2 different kinds of zucchini, pick a different kind, and maybe the other one's going to germinate a little bit better. Maybe.
Well, guess what? Those seeds that I planted that never came up, I planted last week that I said, and guess what? The sunflowers, remember I told you I planted all those seeds and I only had 2 germination of the mammoth, and then I broke one.
Yeah.
So I went out and planted a whole bunch more. I just started throwing them. Well, a couple of them germinated. So
maybe the ground just needed to be
That's right. That's right.
Area. Maybe, yeah, every replaceable.
It is. And so I did. I went out and I replanted, and those are germinating. And so I'm going to go, thank you. And let's see what I do. It's all good. I'm still early. Even July, I can still go out and plant more green beans. I can still go plant more cucumbers. I can still go plant more squash. I mean, I'm not.
Did you see Jan's comment?
Where at?
Under Heather.
I'm sassy and Gail is impatient. That's so funny. Well,
I am.
But there's a point, like when I
was impatient too.
So I understand, like in the beginning, like germination takes plants, sometimes 10 to 14 days. But when you're putting stuff into soil that's already warm and you're watering it, those should germinate in a couple of days. And I say that from my own experience. And when they don't, then I know that there's something not right. Anyhow, everything that I planted in the mushroom soil that I purchased up in Lancaster, all those are thriving. So when I'm up there in that particular area again, I'm getting some more mushroom soil is what I'm going to do. I mean, for $5 a bag, you can't beat that, right? So anyhow.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Adrian's, yeah. And especially when you're in the middle of summer, it's not like I'm starting them in the house where it's cooler.
I think when that ground is
You know?
hot, I think things germinate quicker than they do when you put it
Yeah.
out later, because I
Yeah.
had one zucchini. I planted 2 zucchini in one spot.
I
Kind of
agree with you.
private.
Coco Core is better.
One of them didn't come up, so I threw another seed in there, and then boom, the new
Yeah.
seed came up just like that. So it was just that one seed, something was
Right.
maybe wrong with it. So, because I wanted to make sure I had 2. So this is my second planting of zucchini. This particular area has not been harmed by bugs at all. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping I can get away with it. We'll see
Right.
what happens. And then I threw some radishes in there just to kind of ward off some of the bugs and the predators, because they don't seem to like the smell of those radishes.
So you plant directly, Adrian, into Coco Core? Is that what I'm hearing you say? I've not used Coco Core, but
Hi, Luann.
I'm going to tell you this. Next year, that's all changing for me, the way I did things. So anyhow, yeah, I think I'm going to have to go. We got almost an hour in today, so that was good. But yeah, I should be able to join you tomorrow. Just yeah,
You
let
want
me
me
know.
to you want me to talk for 9 more minutes, and you could just click off your thing and it'll
Yeah,
stay.
you can talk as long as you want. I'll leave
I
my
can talk a little bit long. I could talk a little bit longer,
and I'll leave. Are you ready? Start packing up, and
and
we'll go
it'll
to
just end
lunch.
when I end.
Hang on a second.
Okay. Yeah. So I did replant some of my flowers, replanted some more 4 o'clocks and some more zinnias just to have some color in the garden while I'm out there amid.
Gail's going to continue, everybody. Thanks for dropping in on my chat. Just stay around, and we'll see you tomorrow and Wednesday, Gail. Thanks a lot.
Bye. Bye-bye. Tomorrow I'm going to do a live for Tina at Life in the Piedmont to see if I can get her some new friends. So if you guys are not friends with how long do 4 o'clocks take, I'm not sure, but I probably have till October. I don't know. I just was harvesting so many 4 o'clock seeds that I just started maybe like 6. I have tons. So even if something's already up, I don't know if it's the zinnias or the 4 o'clocks, but one of the 2 of them's already up in the bed. One of my squash beds had kind of fizzled out a while back. So I went ahead and planted flowers there, and some of the flowers are already coming up. So I don't know if it's the zinnias or the 4 o'clocks because it's not quite big enough yet to tell. But I have August, September, October. I have 3 months. I just thought I'd give it a shot since I have so many. 40 days? Yeah, I have time. I have till October. Sometimes it doesn't get cool here at all until like Halloween. And we don't even have a frost usually until like November. An actual frost. So I just thought I would add a little bit of color to the yard. I think I'll have enough time to get I don't usually plant squash late, but because I got so riddled with bugs, I decided to hide them in this one little bin. We'll see if the bugs will let me get away with this or not. I'm going to go out and check on them this morning. The one plant's doing really well, and the other one is just popping up. So I think it'll do pretty good. We'll see. I'll let you know. So if it does, if my flowers get up and my zucchini gets up, I'll let you see my second planting. I might even do a little research on fall garden just because I've been so riddled with bugs. I might just consider planting a few little things here and there for the fall. I might do that this year. I haven't really ever considered it, but I mean, part of me wants to give up and the other part of me wants to just like keep trying. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to get out there and check it out a couple of different times today. I have to do it in small increments because it gets so hot here. I have to go out, come in and rest and drink, have a nice cool drink and go back out for a little bit longer. It's just so hard to be out during the day, being in July. It's literally the first day of July, but June was already acting like the weather of July. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll see what happens. But I just harvested about 4 cucumbers, saved a little bit for hubby, and then I chopped the rest of them up in pieces and gave them to my chickens. My chickens love zucchini, love cucumbers more than zucchini for some reason. So I did share my cucumbers with them. And a lot of my zinnias are starting to get brown. So I need to take a big bowl out there and start cutting the seed heads off to save seed. Hello, Garden State Gardener. How are you? Yeah, Tina went to lunch with her student. I told her, I'll leave it up. I'll talk a few more minutes. It's all right. I'm already on a roll, So, yeah, I did the drawing today for Garden Tour Club June. So I had Garden State Gardener as a prize and Simply Jan Homestead. And then My Alabama Farm Life. Her person didn't get a hold of her in the month that she did. So I ended up drawing for 3 prizes. So that video for Garden Tour Club I did this morning will come out tomorrow morning. So if you want to see who the winners are, the winners' names will be put out tomorrow to see if you're a winner, if you want to see if you're a winner. And if you're a channel who gets drawn, you're more than welcome to contact that person and say, hey, you're a winner. Email Gail at blah, blah, blah. I'm okay with that. So I don't do that with Fall Fest, but I don't mind doing that with this one. Let's see. Dee's Garden. Yeah, somebody said they were having a really good morning today. And I was like, not here in Texas. It's going to be hot. I've been praying for rain. I really want some good soaking rain for everything out there that's left out in the garden. I still have ground cherries growing strong. 1 out of the 2 cucumber plants is still going. I just harvested all of my Mariana tomatoes, so I don't think they're going to produce anything else now because Indiana Backyard Gardener says they produce a bunch at one time and then they're done. So I think that plant's done. I'm still watering that area because I have some basil right there. But yeah, it's hard for me I can't pull the comments up because she's not here. Only the originator of it can pull the comments up. Let's see if I'm going to look on here and see if I missed anything. Cedar oil, water drop, dish soap on the leaves of our veggies garden from a local farmer. Huh. Is that to help with all the bugs? They've taken over my butternut squash so badly that I'm just tired. I'm just going to drag the dumpster back there and I'm just going to rip the plants out. I'm afraid. I'm going to ask for your advice in the chat. I'm going to ask for your advice. Okay, so I have a butternut squash that is taken over by squash bugs. I've already gotten some butternut squash out of it. I'm ready to see it go. I've given my piece up that it's done, right? So should I rip up the plant and throw it in the trash, or should I let it keep eating that up so it don't move on to something else? Rip it up or leave it and leave it just for a trap crop for now. What is your advice on that for you gardeners out in the chat? I'm gonna whatever you tell me to do, I'm gonna do that today. So leave the butternut squash as a trap crop, or pull it up. Pull it up. Okay. Joe says pull it. P&J says pull it. Get rid of it. Deanna says leave it for a trap crop. Indiana Backyard Gardener says leave it for a trap crop. Joe says the reason you should get rid of it is because it's going to continue to burrow into the... But these aren't the vine borers, though. These are the squash bugs. Vintage by Joe says leave it. Jen says pull it. Okay. Thank you for your advice. I've been wondering what to do. I've given up. I've given up that I'm going to get anything. I mean, I've already gotten some butternut squash out of it. I've already harvested it, so it won't mess with them anymore. So I'm ready to start, treating that soil. Next year, I am literally going to have all the things that they hate planted everywhere to ward off all these stupid bugs. And I'm going to pray for a cold winter. I want it to be cold, cold, cold. So all that larva in the soil of everybody's stuff will die, because this is the worst year. I've literally had 5 or 6 types of bugs. And I had sunflowers planted in 3 different places. Okay. One is almost completely done, the sunflowers. One of them, the leaves are bitten, but the sunflower part is still there. And one area, the sunflowers are still okay. The difference between that one bed over all the other 3 sunflower beds, that one bed, I treated that. I had marigolds and basil planted with the sunflowers, and nothing has really attacked that area too much. Those sunflowers still look good. So basil and marigolds, they really, really, really work. So if you have trouble with bugs every year, plant whatever you're going to protect your plant with first. And once it pops out of the ground and it's going to be bigger than your plant, then put the seed in for whatever you actually want to grow. So if you're going to put up zucchini, put some basil, some marigolds, some dill, some garlic, some onion, some radishes. Put some stuff in there that they don't like the smell of, and let it get up a little bit first. Then put your prized possession in there, right? And that way you're protecting it, because I can prove it works, because I've seen so much bug activity that I can tell what things are protected. My Mariana tomatoes, I had 2 on the right side, 2 on the left side, and basil and radishes in the middle. Those Mariana tomatoes were not touched by bugs. I had a full bowl harvest of tomatoes. I have them all over the windowsill. I did a little short video if you want to see how many tomatoes I ended up with. It was a lot. And so that proves that basil and radishes work for protecting your plants. The bugs do not like that smell, and they move on to something else. So if you happen to get attacked by bugs as much as I did, those are my suggestions of how to solve that. Calendula helps too, yes. I did not plant all of my calendula that you sent me, Heather, so I will put that on my list for next year as one of my protection things. So that is my suggestion for anybody with bug trouble this year. P&J's Homestead Adventures, yes. I have trouble seeing. I have to look real close to see who's talking to me. But yeah, that companion planting thing is for real. It's totally for real. And make sure that whatever you're trying to protect it with is up before you put your precious vegetable in there that you want to protect. I've seen that happen multiple times in my garden this year. The areas that were attacked and the areas that weren't attacked, what was planted with it. And I can tell marigolds, radishes, and basil work. So that's my advice. Yeah, I don't think my calendula didn't come up either, but I'm going to read up on it. Maybe I can get it up for next year. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end this live for today. I told Tina I would take it over an hour for us, so we'd get our full hour. I am 64 watch hours away from my monetization for this channel. So if you are interested in helping me out with that by doing one of my playlists, just make some comments. And if I have enough devices, I will go by and do yours too. So try to return the favor. But yeah, I'm literally 64 hours away. So it could happen as early as next week. So that's really cool. Super excited about that, and really happy to be able to get some money for the ministry. So that's super cool. And Friday, I will be going out to hand out bags with the homeless with Mom. So I'm excited about that. And let's see what Jennifer Ocean said. You started your Mariana tomatoes. That's cool. I hope they do well for you. I just got through harvesting mine, and I'm just like about a few days from probably pulling up the whole entire plant and starting to amend that soil for next year. So yeah, it is gone. It's season here. The leaves are starting to look kind of dead. I got a full harvest out of it. But I think it's time to pull up those tomato plants. So I think I'm going to do that. All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys go for today. Thank you for coming in. If I don't see you again, happy 4th of July, guys. Happy Independence Day. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming in.